I'm such an idiot. I always do this. Why did I take the 580? I'm gonna be late. God, I'm so tired of being late. Maybe I should get off. Of course no one's gonna let me get over, are you? No, of course not. Always acquiescing to everyone. I should just cut in. Just do that all the time. I do it about everything. And then I end up late. Ugh, you look like the Walking Dead. You look so pale. This can't be how I'm supposed to look. Why am I always so tired? Always so tired. I should go somewhere. I should take a vacation. Oh my God, it's him. Please don't see me. I look awful. Please don't look over here. What am I doing? It doesn't matter if he sees me. I am not in his league. That's for sure. Why don't I have to carry all my weight in my stomach? I look like Buddha, and I less enlightened. I need to stop drinking red wine and eating cheese.
It's cancer. I just know it. It's in my family, my dad, uncle. I eat like a pig.
The kids to know how scared I am. It's like I'm all by myself. I don't know where to go.
I won't eat lunch today. Just water. What if David brought donuts again? All right, I'm not eating a donut. I'm not eating a donut. I'm not. I love donuts.
I feel wonderful this morning. I love living in this city. And Scott, I'm so excited to spend this weekend with him.
Look at you. Happy people are so annoying.
Hello? Hey, Scott. I was just thinking about you.
Hey, you dropped this.
I'm willing to change. I'm willing to release my old patterns and negative beliefs. The power that created me has given me the power to create my new life. I choose positive, fulfilling new thoughts. I begin anew, right here, right now.
All of us are on a journey, whether we know it or not. We are all on a journey of learning to express our full potential in this world. Most of us have learned to view our thoughts as a reflection of the outside world, a reflection of what is happening to us. But what if that's not how the universe works? What if, with every thought you think, you are actually creating your present and your future? What if you are creating the story of your life with the very thought you are thinking now? Then perhaps, if we are willing to change the way we think, wondrous new possibilities would begin to reveal themselves to us, and our lives would move in a whole new direction. It all starts with taking the first step. Every thought we think and every word we speak is creating our future. It's as though our thoughts go out into the universe and are accepted and brought back to us as experience.
You become what you think about, whether you want it or not.
The thought that you are thinking is vibrational in nature and therefore attractive in nature. So when you care enough to take the time to change it from what you are terming negative to positive, you have shifted your point of attraction. Nothing is more important than understanding that.
That if you just did that one simple thing, spotting the limitations in your thinking and trading those in for a positive new thought in that area, it'll eventually lead you to all the other stuff. It'll lead you through.
And how would our lives be different if we could cut through all the static and simply choose in our lives what we would like each moment of each day, or our relationships, or our abundance, or our careers, or the peace in our families to look like? What would our lives look like if we could do that?
We're so busy on the cell phone. We're text messaging somebody. We're on the computer. We're on the internet. We're watching soap operas. Once again, we're looking outside of us. People don't realize their greatest potential because they think it's from an outside source when it's so divinely ordained within them.
Now, it's how do you turn that around? It starts with thinking differently.
You can be fully supported by the universe by following your dreams and your passions and your inner guidance.
Your willingness to contemplate yourself as a person who is capable of attracting into your life what you want, having the kind of relationships that you want, being able to have abundance where, scarcity always exists. All you have to do is begin the process by being willing to contemplate the presence of that in your life.
I started to be introduced to looking at the world in a different way. For example, through Louise's book, You Can Hear Your Life, which was very influential to me early on, when I thought, wow, there's something about the way I think that may be influencing what's happening in my life.
We now know that we can rewire our patterns in our brain with cognitive behavioral therapy or affirmations. It changes the way our brains are wired, and they light up differently. So it's not just this fluff, woo-woo stuff with purple, but it really has biochemical, neurochemical, neuropharmacological effects just as effective, if not more effective, than Prozac, Zoloft, whatever else you have. So Louise Hay, former model, former therapist, discovers something by observation that science supports decades later.
There's not one person here that cannot improve the quality of their life. I constantly do it. What I really ask for is how can I increase my understanding? Because the more I understand about how life works and how thought works, the better my life gets. I have just entered my 80th decade, and wonderful, wonderful things are unfolding before me. It's extraordinary. And I have made a decision that this decade is going to be the best decade of my life. My life, as far as I know, was very good until I was 18 months old. And then everything hit the fan. And my parents got divorced, and I was put out into a foster home. And then later I came back with my mother, and then I was about 5 years old when she remarried. And she remarried what turned out to be a brutalizer. We didn't know that at the time. So the next 10 years of my life were very, very challenging. There was a lot of physical abuse and sexual abuse. I grew up in a family where really you were taught that you were no good, you were worthless, nobody loved you, and nobody would love you. And when you have that belief, then life gives you those experiences. I was raped by a neighbor at one point, and the man got 16 years for it. There was another neighbor that was after me. This was all when I was very little. And then about the time I became a teenager, my stepfather stopped beating me and started to have sex with me. And that was much harder for me to take. So I left home at 15.